All right, hi everybody. We're here in the week 6 teaching staff meeting, and we had a number of different things we wanted to mention this week. So first off, thank you all, or thank most of you for filling out the good and bad things. We haven't gotten responses from everybody, but it's not due quite yet, so that's okay. But looking at the initial responses that people made, a number of you talked about deadlines for this course being challenging, and the notion that having the Wednesday deadlines started to be a little bit of a problem. So one thing I've tried to do to address that is that I'm now listing the various different modules. I'm sorting them by due date rather than sorting them conceptually. And hopefully that will help you see which things are due earlier and which things are due later. Also, a number of you had questions on the grading of the week 3 comparison of readings. And I wanted to mention that one thing that we felt was missing in a number of students' assignments was a critical analysis of the distinction between the different readings. A lot of people just summarized the different readings and sort of allowed the difference between them or the similarities between them to be implicit. And what we were really looking for is a critical analysis of the similarities and differences across the readings. However, I've also, to make it more explicit, I've asked the teaching staff to give a bit more comprehensive feedback in the comments on future reading summaries, including the week 5 one, or the comparison of readings, including the week 5 one, which will be being graded in the next several days. Also, a number of you have turned in your video scripts, which is great. Those are coming due pretty soon. We just wanted to also give you a reminder to make sure to address the prompt. There are a number of different items that we explicitly ask for in the prompt, and those are going to factor into the grading. And some of the ones we've looked at so far have either addressed a different, they addressed a different prompt than when we wrote, or were otherwise sort of disconnected from what we were asking for. And so we would encourage you to make sure to connect the script to what we're specifically asking for in the prompt. That's also, that's due tomorrow, and so it's maybe that some of you who have already turned them in, if you feel like this may apply to you, you're also welcome to turn in a revised version before tomorrow. I also wanted to mention that having a good grade on your script doesn't automatically guarantee a good grade on your final video, because there are a lot of other factors that play into how good a video you produce. But the inverse, or I don't know, the converse is true, though, that if you get a bad grade on your script, it is likely that you'll get a bad grade on your final video. And so I encourage you to work really hard on your scripts to make sure that you are going into your final video with the ability to end up doing really well on that, because it really factors heavily into your final grade. Nevertheless, it's been really interesting to see the topics that you're all addressing, and I'm really excited to see how your scripts come along. Thank you for all your work on them. I'm now going to turn it over to various members of the teaching staff who have other things to offer as well.
Hi, Aubrey here. Just wanted to say, once again, I'm always available to read drafts. If you're not really sure if you're getting the prompt right, or if you just want a little bit of help with language, go ahead and send me what you have. I'm more than happy to take a look at it, and I can usually get you comments fairly quickly. So just let me know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. Just a quick note to follow up on what Professor Tomlinson said. In the upcoming week, you guys will be getting feedback on your video scripts as well as the comparison of readings for week 5. And we just wanted to say that we're going to try to be a lot more transparent about where you lost points for the week 5 readings.
Hi, everyone. This is Wen. Just let you know that we're starting grading the week 5 comparison reading very soon, so we will send you feedback by next Wednesday. That's it. Thanks.
Great. So just one thing to build on what Daniel was saying, I feel like I want to reiterate that there are 2 distinct types of feedback you'll be giving to your classmates. There's feedback on the week 5 comparison of reading, the week 7 comparison of readings, as well as on the scripts that you all turned in week 6. So there's going to be a lot of peer feedback happening this week, and I just wanted to make sure that you realize there are 2 separate rounds of peer feedback that are happening. So with that, thank you all. I hope you have a good week, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.